You are welcome back once again to your Root Academy, and this happy to be our second lesson of our Microsoft PowerPoint training. And in this lesson, we are going to talk more about slides. And one thing you must note here is that PowerPoint presentation is made up of a series of slides. Slides contains the information you want to communicate with the audience. This information can be in a text form, can be in a picture, can be in a chat form, or a video, or even sounds. So before you begin adding information to slides, you need to know the basics of working with slides. So in this lesson, we learn how to insert new slides, how to modify the layout, how to change your presentation view, and others. So let's go straight to the slides. Now let's learn something about slides. So as I said, slides contain placeholders. When we talk about placeholders, we're talking about the areas where you can insert, you can add your text, you can add your pictures, your images, your videos, and add the other items you want to insert or you want to add to your presentation. That's what we call the placeholders. Okay, so let me open a blank document. Looking blank document, and so that I can explain more the placeholders to you. Okay, so this is a blank document. When we talk about placeholders, we are talking about the area with the dotted lines or dotted square. So this area is a placeholder. So we have two placeholders here where you can add your documents or your items. It can be in the text form, it can be in a chat form, it can be in an image, that is a picture, or a video or an audio. So that is the placeholder. So there are some placeholders that contains thumbnail sized icons. So when you talk about thumbnail sized icon, they are icons that will specify, will tell you what you can enter or what you can add to that area. So when you talk about these placeholders is having only one, it can just enter only one thing, that is text alone. But there are some other placeholders that allows you to enter images, pictures, that is images, and videos, charts, and others. Okay, so now let's talk about the slide layout. The placeholders are arranged in different layouts. The placeholders that we talk about are arranged in a different layout that can be applied to existing slides. You see, or choosing when you insert a new slide. So with this slide layout, that's how the placeholders are arranged. You can add them to an existing slide. So let's say this slide is opened. We can change the layout of the placeholders, and you can also select a new layout for a placeholder. Okay, so with this current one, this current place layout placeholder is only having what, just text and the subtitles. You see, so now let's go straight how to create a new layout. So you can go to the new slide here. So you click on this, the text here, the new slide text here, or the small arrow here. Just click on it. It will give you a list of this slide layout that you can select from. Okay, so let's try to select this one, the title and content. Okay, so when I select this one, you see that there are tabs here, or there are icons here. That is the thumbnail icon. So when you hover your mouse on it, the tooltip will allow you, or the information tip will allow you to know the kind of item you can insert in such placeholder. So this one can set a table here. This one can give you a chart. This one can give you a smart graphic. You can have a video here, online picture here. Then also have a picture, that is picture from your your computer. So this is what the term as what the layout or the thumbnail, the thumbnail icon. That is the layout. The layout. So you can select any of the layouts from the new slide. Okay. Now let's try to customize our slide layout. So to change the layout of an existing slide, let's do this an existing slide. So the slide is selected. So this is the existing slide. But I don't want this layout. We want to change it. So the first thing you need to do is you select the slide you wish to change. So this is the slide you wish to change. The second slide, so you have selected it here from the slides tab. So after selecting it, then you click on layout command in the slides group in the home tab. So layout command. So this is the layout command. To make sure your home tab is what is selected, and you go to the slide group where you can see the layout command. So you click on the layout command. It will give you what the list of what layouts. Layout. So you just select any of them. So let's try to select one that's comparison. See that the layout is now changed because we want to change with this. Okay, you can select the first one too and try to change it again. So go to layout and change the layout of that existing slide. You see, it will change for you. So that's how you change an existing layout. Now you can delete a placeholder. So with this layout, you have 3 placeholders. You can delete it. So how do we delete a placeholder if it's not needed? Just make sure you move your mouse to the edges, like the dotted lines. Then you click on the dotted lines so that the anchor points around the dotted line will appear. Okay, so if you click on it and it is and the dotted or the anchor points appear like this, you can just click on the backspace or the delete. So I click on the backspace, you see that the placeholder is what deleted. So you can do the same thing here. You just make sure you click on the dotted lines, then you click on backspace. The placeholder will be deleted. Now if you want to add a text box, let's say for instance you have deleted the placeholders, but you want to add your own placeholders to it, you can use a text box. That's what you are going to do. You go to insert. So let's go to insert. Go to insert. Then you click on the text box. So go to the text box under the text group and the text box here. Just click on it. So the moment you click on it, you see that the icon will change. When you please bring your mouse to your work area, so the icon will change to a cross that's turned upside down. So when it is so, and when the cursor changes, then just come to where you want to place your text box. You left click, then you drag, you click, then you drag. So the side that you want your text box to be, just release it. So you have the text box. So with this text box, you can add any contents that you want to add to your document. Now, to use a blank slide, let's say for instance you don't want any placeholder in your slide. You want a blank slide, a slide that does not contain anything. So this is what you're going to do. The same steps you go to what? You go to the layout. Let's say this slide, you want to make it blank. Go to layout, then go to the blank layout. So just select the blank layout, then all the placeholders will vanish. So with that you can now insert your own text box and others. Now let's try to learn how to insert a new slide. Now to insert a new slide, when I started this tutorial, I did that. Just go to make sure the home tab is selected, go to new slide, then just you just click on the new slide, but make sure you are clicking on the new slide text. That's the text here or the small arrow here. Just click on it. You give an option to select the layout that you want. Just select one of the layouts, then the new text, the new slide will be added to your existing document. Okay, so there are also in another way you want to add a new text, a new slide, but you want the features of the previous slide to be the same as this. So this is what you're going to do. Let's say you want your slide to have, let's say, let me use this one. You want it to have the same features. This, what is on this, want it to be in the new slide. So this is what you can use. Select the slide that you want it to duplicate. That is the duplication of slide. You just go to the icon at the top of the new slide. Just click on the icon. Then you see that the new slide will be selected with the same features or placeholders of the previous or the slide that you selected. That's another way of what? Of duplicating a slide. Okay. Let's also talk about how to copy and paste a slide. You see on the slide tab on the left pane. So on the slide tab, you want to know the slide tab in our previous lesson. You are going to select the slide you wish to copy. So you want to copy this slide. Okay, let me use the first one. I want to copy the first slide here. So you click on, you can make sure it is selected. Then you click on what? Copy. Or you can right click on it, then select copy. Or you just come to the clipboard group here, click on what? Copy. So let's click on the copy and see what happens. Okay, so we have copied it. So copy it, then you so we have copied it. Then on the click below the slide. So now it is copied. So you come to the slide here where you want to place it. Let's say I want to place it between the 3 and 4 slides. So I just click on it, then I right click again and paste, or you just click on the paste here, then you paste it. You see that the new slide will be inserted there. So that's sorry. So that's how you insert or you copy and paste a slide. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is duplicate. You have done the duplicate already. Okay, so let's go to the deleting a slide. So it's a simple thing. You make sure that the slide you want to delete is selected. You click on backspace. Simple. Make sure the slide is selected. The slide you want to delete is selected. Just click on backspace or the delete. You are moved to go. You can also move a slide. Let's say the 4th slide here, I want to arrange it. I want it to be at the 2nd slide. You just left click. You click left click and drag. That's you click and drag. You click and you drag to where you want your new slide or your slide to be. Just click it, then you drag. That's it. Now let's talk about the slide view. How you want to view the slide. We have different slide views. In the first lesson, we talked about the slide view here. We said we have 4 slide views. We have the normal, which is what we are seeing now. We have the slide shooter. We have the reading view, and we also have the slideshow. Now, with the normal view, is the default view where you create and edit your slides. That's the normal view, the default one. The moment you open your presentation, the view you see is what? The normal view. You can also move slides in the slide tab, the pane on the left side. As we did in there just now, you can just move your slides up and down your slide tabs when you are in the normal view. Now the next view is what? The slide shooter view. You see, in this view, the slides are arranged in the screen. You see the slides, they are arranged on the screen, not on the slide tab. So let's click and see what I'm talking about. You see, now the slides are arranged on the slide screen. You see, you can drag, you can drop to easily reorder them. So if you want to arrange your slide, you can use the slide shooter view to just arrange them. So we just click, drag, just click, drag to just rearranging them just like that. So that is what we term as what? The slide view. Okay, so let me use an existing documents for this kind of activity. Okay, so the normal view is here. So let me use the shooter. Okay, you see that the shooter is here. You can just click and drag any of them to where you want your slide to be. Okay, so that is what the slide shooter view. Okay, with the reading view, say the reading view fills most of the computer screen with a preview of your presentation. But with this view, you are going to see the buttons for navigations. You're going to see the buttons. So let's try to click it to take most of your screen. So let's click the reading view. Okay, so this is the reading view. You see that you can see the title bar here. You can even see your taskbar here. You can see your chat bar. You can see your title bar there. You can see your footers that is there. The other icons under there. Below your documents, you can see them. That is the reading view. But when you click on the slideshow view, you will not see certain. So this is the slideshow view. Okay, let me exit it and go to the slideshow view. This is the slideshow view. You click on it and let's see what happens. You see, you only see the presentation. No tabs, no forward, no previous, no next tabs. Just the presentation on your full screen. So that's the difference. So you have the 4 views. You have the slide shooter, you have the normal, the reading, and the slideshow view. Now let's try to learn how to add sessions or how to organize our slides into sessions. So when you organize your slide into sessions, it makes your work easier to navigate through when you are using it. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is make sure you click on the slide that you want the session to start from. So let's say you want the whole 47 slides to be in, let's say, 3 sessions. So the first session, you want to name it as introduction. Then the other session, let's say the main test or main. Then the last should be conclusion. So you can divide your work into such sessions. So let's try to start. So you click on the first where you want your first session to start from. So you click on it, the tab, the slides. You make sure the slide is selected. Then you go to the home tab, then the slide group. You click on the session command. So you click on the session command, then you click on add session. So the moment you click on add session, so that it is selected, so you can go back to the slide session again. While it is selected, you go to the slide the session here again, then you click on rename. So with the rename, you give it a name. Let's say introduction. Then hit on enter or rename. Then the name will be there. We have started with the main session, like the first session with the introduction. Then you go to, let's say, another session. Let's say you want the second session to start from, let's say, session 4, slide 4. You click on slide 4. Then you go to the session again. You click on add session. So you also go back again. Then you rename it. Let's say main. Then enter. Then you go to, let's say, another place where you want another session. Let's say the conclusion part. So let's say you can let's say this is session 47. Then you follow the same step. Click on add. Then you go back to session again. You click on rename. Then you enter conclusion. So you see that your sessions have been grouped, so you can collapse them to see only the sessions alone. So let's say if you have this session, you just click on it. Make sure that the small arrow here, you click on it. The slides in the introduction session will collapse into it. Then the main one, you can do the same thing here. then you can do the same thing. So you see that your 47 slide have been grouped into 3 sections. So with that, it will make your work easier when you're doing your presentation. That is how you group your slides into session. Okay, so the next thing is how to add notes. So when you're doing a presentation, you need to add some notes to your work. So with that PowerPoint, it gives you the ability to add notes to your slide, often called speaker notes, to help your delivery when you're delivering or when you're using your presentation. Or when you're delivering using your presentation, this note will help you to remember some terms or some thing that you need to do whilst you are doing a presentation. So that's the note. So let's locate note pen. So where the note pen at the bottom of the screen. So this is the note pen. So that's the note pen here at the bottom here. And because we have okay, let me use a blank one to further explain it for you. Okay, so the blank one, go to this side, you have the notes here. So you can just click and drag. Okay, so let's just click on it to activate it. Then you can edit your text or your notes. So locate the notes. First of all, locate the note at the note pen here, the pen here, the pen that the footer here. You click on it to activate it. See, then you add your notes. Just add your notes, then you're good to go. Good. So this is how you can use your documents to add your notes. Okay, so if you want to view your notes, so to use the notes page view, go to view. You go to view, then you go to click on notes page. So where's the notes page? Let's notes, the presentation view. Notes page is the notes page. You click on notes page and see your notes. So these are your notes. So type your notes in the text. So you type your notes, the note that you want to test for. You want to type for your that particular slide. So this is the slide, and this is the notes that you want to enter. So you can just enter your notes there. Then you're good to go. Okay, so I will end here and continue in our next video. And please, I plead with you to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to share. People need this kind of tutorial. Share for others to benefit. Your Roots Academy says God bless you. Bye bye.